G'day lads, how are you? That's nice, and welcome back to the Brighton career mode, here with Season 4. So what's going to happen, like normal, I'm going to show you all the players that I've signed, players that have left the club, then I'll show you some highlights. We're finally playing Champions League football, so you get to see that. Hopefully we go through, but yeah, let's get into the players that we've signed. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. If you do, I'll love you forever. First signing, Angel Vazquez. A free agent, a Spanish centre forward showing great potential. He's 83 rated, so I think maybe backup striker, backup cam, he can rotate between those two positions, and a great addition to the club, so welcome. Another free agent signing, Luigi Amato, Italian centre back. Not sure if he is a regen or not, but he's not the best. He's 78 rated. He's showing great potential, so hopefully he comes good.
What do you mean by that?
Ellis Graham has gone out on loan to West Ham for the season. Good luck, mate. First departure, Sherpin has gone on out to Augsburg permanently for £3.25 million. Another academy player has gone out on loan. Duncan Laird has gone to Club Brugge. And Sean Rowland has gone to Montpellier for the season on loan. Good luck, lads. Our main signing of the season, Conor Gallagher, we've signed from Chelsea for £34 million. Welcome to the club. So he's going to challenge for that centre mid spot with Mwepu. First game of the Premier League season is at home at the Amex, and we take on Burnley. Doesn't take us long. Seamer absolutely destroying their defence, and he puts us 1-0 up after 9 minutes. It's a great goal to get us off the mark. And then Sanchez passes it to Godfrey, and then we get the ball rolling. Basuma gets it, passes off to Morpay, and then he just runs through Burnley's defence. They can't keep up with him. Don't think anyone can really keep up with Neil Morpay at this point, but he tucks it in bottom left to get his first of the season and our second of the game. Basuma gives off to Mwepu, gives it to Claude Maurice, saved by Pope initially, but Morpay gets the rebound to put us 3-0 up. Lovely. Well, I mean, it's not that lovely, but that becomes a bit of a trend in this video. I think you'll notice. And then Brownhill scores a lovely goal off the crossbar. I'm not sure if that was deflected, but it's a great goal. It's only a consolation for Burnley. So yeah, we win our first Premier League match 3-1. Pedro Silveira has gone out on loan to Hoffenheim for the season. Good luck, mate. Alexander Waite has gone to Sheffield United on loan. And James Haynes has gone to FC Famalicão on loan for the season. Good luck. So this is our Champions League group. I think Brighton's first time playing in the Champions League ever. Don't quote me on that. So we've got Inter Milan, Hoffenheim and Rapid Vienna. Realistically, I think Inter will top the group. I don't think we'll comfortably go through, but I think we should go through, finishing second and Hoffenheim third. But time will tell. We've got our first game at home against Inter, so let's see what happens there. Another loan signing, Ewan Sterling will go to Watford on the 1st of January for the rest of the season. Good luck. Right, so I was going to show you the opening cinematics, but it didn't save properly, so straight into the highlights. So Berea gets tackled by Twanzebe, gives it right back to him. It's a good shot, saved by Sanchez. And then Sane gives it off to Revan, who gets Inter's first of the game. Bit poor from me, and also a bit unlucky, but I'm not sure who Revan is. I think he might be like a regen or just an academy player or something. But yeah, not much I really could have done. And some good passing from Inter to Lautaro Martinez, who gets Inter's second. It's a great finish, top right. On the stroke of half time, clearly they've just been the better team. Like, not much else to say. But in 53 minutes, Kukray gives it to Morpay, who finesses it from outside the box with a beautiful finish. No idea how that's gone in because it wasn't particularly high. I guess there was a lot of dip in it. But it's a great goal to get one back. Unfortunately, that Morpay goal isn't enough because Revan, score of the first goal, gives it to Sane, and off the crossbar goal gives Inter their third, and they are the victors of this one, unfortunately. Yep. So our Champions League group did not go particularly well. So Inter didn't even top. Hoffenheim topped the group unbeaten, and we just finished third, going down to the Europa League. Only finished third on match day 6, beating Rapid Vienna. So this is definitely not a memorable first campaign in the Champions League, so that's one to forget. So we'll just move on, and hopefully we go far in the Europa League. So yeah, let's just move on. I don't know why, but the first fixture against Palace every season is now at the Amex, whatever. So we've got Crystal Palace at home. They're always fun games, those ones. This is no different. Maybe for the wrong reasons, but Will Hughes playing some good passes out to Zaha and Traore. First shot saved initially, but he gets the rebound. Puts him 1-0 up after 37 minutes. Rebound goals are so frustrating, man. Especially if you play Ultimate Team. Like, constant. And about 3 minutes after that, Morpé has a shot, which gets blocked, and then Riedewald passes it, and that gets blocked by Morpé, and given to Claude Maurice, and then he scores to get us our equaliser. Possibly the weirdest goal I've scored, just very unlucky for Palace. I mean, it was just... Well, I wouldn't say it was unlucky, it's more of just slip up at the back. Like, that was just poor passing from them, but we get the equaliser. So Traore was running, and he gives it to Zaha, who gets the winner after 58 minutes. And he's running to the manager, but I guess I can excuse this one because it is the winner, they win the game. So, yep, it's always Zaha, always. About 2 weeks after that Premier League fixture, we've got Palace again in the Carabao Cup Quarterfinal. Wasn't going to play this at first, but I thought, how often are you going to get your rival in the cup competition, so why not? So Almada chucks in a corner to De Ketelaere, comes off the crossbar at first, but he gets another header in, puts us 1-0 up on the stroke at half-time. De Ketelaere has a shot, but it gets blocked, and Riedewald gives it to Zaha. To Kyoto is like a lob through ball. There's some good passing here from Palace. And then Zaha gives it to Hughes, whose shot is blocked. He gets it back and then puts it top left. In terms of equaliser, that's a pretty good one. Awesome. At times a little bit lucky, but some of those passes were pretty good. Much like our first goal, it's a corner, but Morpé only needs one try to get it in.
That's what she said. Don't you dare.
Don't take that out of context. And then Morpé gives it to Seema. Runs to the defence nowhere near him, he tucks it in. No, it doesn't, get saved. And then he gets the rebound to put us 3-1 up and gives us the win. So we are on to the Carabao Cup Semi-Final. Fair dues. So on the 1st of January, we are 3rd in the Premier League, only 4 points off Chelsea in 1st. But only 4 points out of Man City in 5th. So we're not comfortable in the top 4, but I'd say we're still looking pretty good. Big signing, we signed Christian Romero from Wolves for £85.5 million. It's a lot of money to spend, but if you want to compete at the top, you have to start spending money. And I think he's the right man for the job to really further strengthen our defence. So I did play the first leg against Chelsea, but it didn't save properly, so we lost 2-1. So I'm going to sim the second leg and see how we go, see if we've got another Carabao Cup final for this series. It's unlucky. It's a 2-1 loss. Chelsea win 4-2 on aggregate. Look, you just gotta firm it. It's unlucky. Mount scores, Werner scores, and then Mwepu gets one in the 89th, but it's not enough. We'll just move on to the Europa League. But before we do, Matt Clark has signed a pre-contract agreement with Everton, so he will leave for Goodison Park at the start of next season, I should say. Right, Europa League preliminary round, we're playing Antwerp away for the first leg. So I think I'm just going to play the first leg, sim the second leg like I did last season. It's just a lot easier to do. And then Mwepu or Basuma, I think it was, or it might have been Seema. Anyway, De Ketelaere gets the first goal with a lovely little low-driven finish to the bottom left corner. Great start. Seema gives it to Claude Maurice. Gives it back to Seema, lovely through ball. He's got all the space in the world, but he decides to sweat it. De Ketelaere gets his second of the game. I say he decides to sweat it. I did, obviously.
It's false. No way.
Claude Maurice is absolutely running through that defence with his immaculate pace, but he gives off to Gallagher, who spins, puts it top right to put us 3-0 up. But Antwerp get one back, they're fighting, and Pedro tucks it in past the keeper. And Maitland-Niles gives it to Vazquez, who twats it top left to put us 4-1 up. So I think we have it here. Until Manuel does the... I mean, They don't win the game, but what an incredible goal. I didn't think goals like that worked anymore, because he didn't even finesse it, he just put power into it, I guess. I mean, that's a great, one of the best I've conceded. Anyway, second leg, we're 4-2 up on aggregate. I think we got this. I think we're going through the round of 16, but it's a 2-1 win. We do go through. Sema and St. Jude's score for us. Eggerstein scores for them. 6-3 on aggregate. Let's move on to the round of 16. I think we're looking good. I've got high hopes for this team. Right. Round of 16, first leg at the Amex against Lille. This should be an interesting game because Lille have always got a decent team. Andre gives it to Inaki Williams, passing it to each other, and Vega gets there first after 7 minutes. So some good passing for them, or bad defending by me. That's up to you to decide. But yeah. About 4 minutes later, Almada's running through the squad. And unsurprisingly, his first shot gets saved by the keeper. And then Morpay, of all rebound goals, that's definitely the best I've ever scored. It's probably the only rebound goal that looks good that you can say, oh, it's actually a pretty good finish that. Can't really be angry. Don't really get to say that. And then not a lot happens for about 50 minutes or so. Just the usual poor passing from yours truly. And Wepu tries to get it to Morpay, but it gets taken off him. And then Inaki Williams gets the ball through to Cordova. No idea how that's going in, but a great little finish to put them 2-1 up after 66 minutes. I'm not sure if I've actually lost, like, the first leg of the European match. I can't really answer that, but Lamptey gets the ball. He's sprinting down the right flank, trying to look for someone to get the ball into. Gives it to Sema, who gives it to Christian Romero, of all people, who gets the equaliser in the 90th minute. At first I thought it was Almada, and then saw who was celebrating. I'm thinking, what's he doing so far up the pitch? But I can't complain. It's 2-2. So thankfully we're not down going into the second leg, which is good for the confidence, I think. Not our best performance, but we move. So yeah, away at Lille, 2-2 on aggregate. Not much to say really, just win.
Sometimes my genius is, it's almost frightening.
That's all we can really do here. I'm confident though. I think a 1-0 win, maybe 2-1. I think Lille will fight. Maybe not. A 3-0 win, 5-2 on aggregate. Okay. Kukureya scores, Lamptey scores, and Claude Maurice. I was not expecting a 3-0 win, but we move on to the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals first leg is away to Copenhagen. So I don't want to underestimate them, but I think we're a far superior team. This shouldn't be too much of a struggle, but time will tell. Basuma gives it off to Morpay with a lovely through ball, and he tucks it in bottom left after 8 minutes. Great start. And Wepu gives it to Lamptey, through ball to Morpay, who chips the keeper from point blank range.
I'm gonna come.
Didn't even think that was possible on FIFA. Like, that's never worked. But 2-0 up after about 16 minutes, so we're looking good at the moment. But there's more, and Wepu gives it off to Morpay. Great little finish, low driven, bottom right. He gets a hat-trick after 26 minutes. De Ketelaere gives it to Almada. Saves it first, he gets the rebound. It's 4-0 after 33 minutes. This is... okay. I'm definitely confident, that's all I can say. Oh, you thought we were done? No. Morpay gives off to De Ketelaere to give us our 5th of the half. Not just of the game, but of the half. That's mental. You'd think the game would be over, but no. There's more. The grind doesn't stop here. Morpay to De Ketelaere to Almada. Belts it in to get his 2nd of the game and our 6th. Fair play to Copenhagen with this one. They've fought valiantly to get one back. It won't do them much, but I guess it just stops us from keeping a clean sheet. It's a decent finish from Wind to make it 6-1 after 55 minutes. Gallagher gives it to Vazquez. He's running through the team, trying to look for a pass. He gives it off to Morpay. spins around the defender to get his 4th of the game and our 7th. There's more. Yep. Maitland-Niles gets the ball from a throw-in. He passes off to Vazquez. Some good passing here. De Ketelaere looking for a through ball here. He gives it off to Gallagher, who runs to the... Runs to the defence to get the team to 8th. De Ketelaere's running with the ball and he gets a through ball to Morpay, who gets his 5th. Nice little finish to bottom left corner. 9 goals. Definitely the most I've scored this FIFA on career mode, but I'm not sure if that's the most I've scored ever on career mode. That'd be an interesting stat. But I was about to say Copenhagen, that's not right. Copenhagen get a 2nd to get another consolation goal in the 84th minute. Blocked at first, not blocked, down with the crossbar at first, and they get the rebound. Yeah, 9-2, 11 goals. Was definitely not expecting 11 goals. And if I was, definitely not in that proportion. But yeah, 9-2 on aggregate. We're going through the semi-final. We're not going to lose this. A win would be good to keep the confidence going, maybe? No. 1-1 on the day, 10-3 on aggregate. Win scores for them pretty early. Maitland-Niles scores for us. Yeah, I mean, semi-final, let's go. Right, semi-final first leg away to Psv Eindhoven. I probably should start researching their teams, see if they're any good. But yeah, De Ketelaere to Almada. Gives off to Morpay and then to Basuma to get us off the mark after 6 minutes. Some great passing there, great goal. Pretty competitive game from all accounts. For the first 60 minutes, like PSV, they put up a good fight. Morpay gives off to Cucurella though. And then he scores his, almost like his, what's the word for it? I don't know what word I'm looking for, but the type of goal that he would normally score. And this is just where the game changed. Then Morpay gives it to De Ketelaere and he gets to the defence, puts it in for our 3rd. Yeah, like I said, the game changed. Cucurella with a great cross into Morpay with a lovely header. At first, I didn't even think that went in. But he nets our 4th of the game. Like, this is crazy. Absolutely mental game, this one. Like 50 minutes, nothing happened. And then now we've scored 5 in about 20 minutes or something. Vazquez gets the 5th of the game. God, this team is incredible in Europa League. Honestly. And then Morpay's looking for a pass. He gets it to Vazquez. Gives it to De Ketelaere. Turns it around. Chucks it in off the crossbar. Vazquez tries to get a header. That's saved, but he gets a 2nd rebound to put it in the back of the net for our 6th of the game in the 90th minute. So that's a pretty good cushion going into the second half. Can't really argue. So 6-0 up. We're going through to the final. We're not choking this, so we're going to play in the Europa League final for the 2nd consecutive season, but this time we're playing either Manchester City or Atalanta, and it's a 3-1 win. There you go. 9-1 on aggregate, so that is 19 goals scored in our last 4 Europa League games. Mental. Absolutely mental. And our goal scorers, we've got Mwepu and Almada. Grealish scores for them, and Cucurella scored again. Yeah, onto the Europa League final, but let's see how we're doing in the Premier League first. I decided not to show the highlights of the final day of the season because it really didn't matter. We finished 6th with 13 points off top 4. That's shit. Like, I can't believe we messed it up so badly. The title race was pretty good in the end. 4 points between 1st and 4th. As the rest, Palace finished 11th. Spurs finished 16th. Wow. That's pretty hilarious. Also in the FA Cup, we went out in the quarterfinal to Liverpool. Another Europa League final, another English venue, this time at Anfield, home of Liverpool. Hey, lifting Europa League trophy, that beautiful trophy right there, that's what we're here to win. Winning one in England, I mean, that's pretty cool. Would prefer to have won out at the Emirates, but yeah. Our journey to the final has been an interesting one. Was that 24 goals scored? Wow. After 15 minutes, Morpay runs for the defence, sweats it to Seema to put us in front. We got an early goal last season as well, but hopefully we learn from our mistakes and get that 2nd just to give us that momentum. And lo and behold, Morpay gives it off to Lamptey, who's sprinting down the right flank. Goal almost identical to the first, in execution at least. Seamer puts the top right to put us 2-0 up. And those 2 Seamer goals turn out to be all she wrote for the game. A win, a clean sheet. It's just an overall great performance from us. I mean, perhaps because we're on home soil, but whatever. We win the Europa League. Despite the fact that we finished 6th in the league, we're playing Champions League football next season. Perfect. And I think our 3rd trophy was... Hang on. Yeah, FA Cup, Community Shield, if you count that, and Europa League. It's fantastic, isn't it? The players are happy, I'm happy. I didn't think this series would go as well as it has. This has been really fun for me. But yeah, the players, they're getting around it. Probably should have chucked a Lewis Dunk in there, but oh well, we've got a new captain. It's a new era at the club. Robert Sanchez gets to lift his first trophy as captain of Brighton. Europa League trophy's kind of nice, you know. I'm not sure what people think of it generally, but I actually think it's... I wouldn't say it's better than... It's not better than the Champions League trophy, but it's still really nice to look at. And there it is. The lads... Oh. Too good. This Europa League campaign has been mental. But there you have it. Europa League winners of 2024? Or 2025? Brighton Hove Albion. Of course, Neal Maupay is top scorer. 37 goals, 20 assists. So that's 6 goals less than last season, but also 15 more assists. So I think that makes up for it. Was that 57 goal contributions in 61 games? Mental. Seamer with 26 and 8. I mean, that's a pretty good strike partnership up front. Kukurea with 15 and 8 as a wing back is pretty incredible, and he's 91 rated. Claude Maurice was 10 and 6. St. Just was 7 and 2 from centre back. Diaketele's kind of lacking. 7 and 9 isn't terrible, but 1 Premier League goal. That's poor. Almada with 6 and 5 is pretty good. Sim with 12 assists. That's pretty good. Team's looking good. Alright, just give you a team update. So Maupay and Kukurea are in the 90s now. And then Romero, Sanchez and Lamptey, Basuma, and Seamer. They're getting up there, they're getting close. In terms of improvement, I think a new centre mid, perhaps. I was going to get Gravenberch this season, but he went to Leipzig, so I couldn't sign him because he just joined, so that's unlucky. But next season, I think he's going to be my main priority. Very, very interesting season to say the least. But that's the end of season 4. If you have any signing suggestions for season 5, do let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.